Gavin Newsom takes the side of the rioters, President Trump takes the side of law and order, and the Mexican president encourages unrest in the United States. Here's why Trump is trending today. All right, tonight's Trump is trending today. The only thing trending right now are the riots that have broken out in California, in Los Angeles, under Gavin Newsom's leadership, who really has taken the side. This guy, Gavin Newsom, should be arrested for treason. What this guy is allowed to happen in the state of California is absolutely treasonous. Gavin Newsom is taking the side of the rioters that are here illegally in the country. Now, this whole riot broke out. It started a couple of days ago when ICE moved in to detain, arrest about 44 different individuals, which sparked community organizers, protesters, labor leaders to condemn the raids and begin this protest that is now broke out into a full-on riot. Now, of course, you have the mainstream media complicit in this as well, saying this is just a peaceful protest that's going on. Everybody has seen the images. I think sometimes the mainstream media forgets that we have social media, that we have access to see what's actually happening on the ground, so they can't really control the narrative that they want. But to their base, it's important for them to know, and for Gavin Newsom to try to tell his base, that this is Trump's fault for this happening. They are condemning Trump bringing in the National Guard, and it is an all-out trying to paint the picture that Trump is the bad guy here and the illegal immigrants are in the right. The illegal immigrants need to go home. Here's what Gavin Newsom has said. He says the federal government is moving to take over California National Guard and deploy 2,000 soldiers. The move is purposefully inflammatory and will only escalate tensions. LA authorities are able to access law enforcement assistance at a moment's notice. We are in close coordination with the city and county, and there is currently no unmet need. The Guard has been admirably serving LA throughout the recovery. This is the wrong mission, and it will erode public trust. Now, as you can see, as the rioters have captured the 101 freeway out there in L.A., the local police does not have it under control. The National Guard needs to come in there and clean this up because it's only going to get worse. Now, we've seen property damage that has taken place here as well. As usual, this is what always happens. It's the poor innocent citizens. I'll tell you right now, there are a lot of Republican voters that are being born in California tonight. A lot of Republican voters are being born in California. So they took down the 101 freeway. They had to close the 110 freeway. So you got these Antifa people are out there now too. Demonstrators throwing rocks, fireworks, large pieces of concrete at the police, setting fires, vandalizing vehicles, burning cars, which is basically par for the course when the left, who is the party of political violence, begins all this stuff. We see the same old actors. There is currently a $50,000 reward for this scumbag who was throwing rocks point-blank range at these ICE agents that were driving down the street. It's just turned into total anarchy. Gavin Newsom, this has been invited into our country. And they're trying to say, like, oh, just because all these people are here illegally doesn't mean they should have to leave. And they're trying to interfere with ICE. Governors like Gavin Newsom and many other governors in this country and mayors in this country have stated explicitly that they will do everything they can to stop ICE and prevent ICE from doing their job. We've also seen federal judges in this country prevent ICE from doing their job. This is about, number one, it's about hating Trump and blaming everything on Trump. But number two, it's about destroying this country. And they are destroying our country. And here's the difference. Like, you could take a look at this, one of the memes I made during this thing. You see the difference between the legal, with an L, legal immigration, people that come here legally, carrying the American flag, looking to embrace American ideology, looking to embrace the American culture. There's a big difference. And then you see the illegal immigrants that are coming here that could care less about this country, that are waving their own flag. They're all down there in L.A. right now waving Mexican flags. But if you tell them they got to go back to Mexico, they melt down and say, oh, it's unfair. This isn't right. So we have got to get control of this situation because it's only going to get worse. And Trump has made statements saying that he is going to direct Kristi Noem, Pete Hegseth, and Pam Bondi, in coordination with all other relevant departments and agencies, to take such action necessary to liberate Los Angeles from the migrant invasion and put an end to these migrant riots. order will be restored, the illegals will be expelled, and Los Angeles will be set free. And that is exactly what needs to happen here. And it's got to be now, now that the cat is out of the bag, or the horse left the barn here on this stuff, whatever the phrase is, now is the time for these mass deportations. Have got to be swift. They've got to move swiftly on mass deportations now. Get them all out of here. Everyone here in this country illegally is going to have to go. And this is going to be the resistance that they're putting up. And the American taxpayer, they have people in California that are taxpayers that don't want to see what's happening to their community. And they try to make it sound as if these people are, they're just innocent people. They're here illegally. They broke the law. They came into this country knowingly breaking the law, and now they are going to go home. And that's the end of it. Now you have the Mexican president down there. This lunatic is encouraging unrest and protests in the United States. Trump should quadruple the tariffs on Mexico as a result of this until, you know what? Why not put the tariffs on Mexico 400% until every illegal that came here from Mexico goes back? Until you get every one of them back, 400% tariffs. This lady's trying to start a war. It's like a declaration of war, calling for unrest in the United States. And while this is going on, you have the L.A. mayor, another disgraced L.A. mayor, Karen Bass, slamming Trump for deploying troops and insists that she has everything under control. And as she's on the news saying this, the news channel, Channel 7, is actually showing the anarchy that's happening in real time. So she says she justifies the riots, says people are upset because federal laws are being enforced and blocking freeways is protected by the First Amendment. So she is taking the side of the rioters. She is taking the side of the people that are breaking the law and slamming Trump for wanting to create law and order. But as she's actually saying, everything's under control, you could see everything is out of control right on the same screen that she's talking. So these people have lost touch with reality. This is exactly what they do. Their own people are following in their footsteps. They're trying to block ICE. They're trying to resist ICE. They're writing messages on the walls to eliminate ICE, and it's disgusting. What's happening in this country is disgusting. President Donald Trump should do whatever he has to do, every asset possible to end this thing as soon as possible, and then get all of these people out of the country. It has to be done tonight. We can't sleep on this anymore. It's only going to get worse as night falls. You're going to have more and more of these people come out, and you're going to have all the people that are going to come out and take advantage of the situation of what's going on. So this is a nightmare right now, what's happening here. President Donald Trump is the law and order president. Law and order will be restored to California. No thanks to Gavin Newsom. No thanks to Mayor Bass, but thanks to President Donald Trump. And they're going to try to frame this thing up, and with the media by their side, they are going to try to frame this as, Trump's the bad guy for bringing in the National Guard to stop these illegal invaders from destroying our country. So I pray for our law enforcement officers tonight. I pray for our ICE agents and for our National Guard. And if so, need be, the Marines that have to be sent in there, I pray for them too. But I hope that justice is delivered swiftly, and I hope that these invaders to our country are deported and go right back where they came from. So this, we're going to keep an eye on this thing. Obviously, check back in for some updates here. Follow me on X at Alec Lace. That's where all of the news is really breaking about this thing. But the riots out there in California is the reason, and the only real reason right now, why Trump is trending today.
Trump is trending, he's everywhere. From the news to the cafe, he's in our air.